Hey, welcome back. Let's do a quick flip through of my everyday carry notebook and my collection pages. And then in my next video, we'll look at this money clip multi-tool combo by Dango, as well as this wallet multi-tool combo. All right, let's get into it. I'm still using the bullet journal system to keep my little everyday carry notebook organized. And the pencil that I'm still using is a Pentel P209. Really like these pencils. They are about $5 or $6 a piece. I have an eraser. This one has a 0.9 millimeter lead, which I like because I'm a little heavy-handed and I tend to break anything that's littler than that. And it's got a really nice pocket clip. So a good, affordable pencil. I'm also using the Pacific Arc Pocket Master. This is the PT352. I found these on Amazon. They're pretty affordable and they're really tough too. I haven't torn this up yet and I'm always just ripping it out of there. So having my everyday carry notebook and my wallet all in one has got some upsides and some downsides. The upside is it's right there. I have it with me. The downside is sometimes I will forget, leave this laying on my desk. And then I've driven off without my driver's license, my concealed carry permit, and my debit card. And that is a problem. So I don't know. The verdict's still out. I've been doing this for several months and I like it and I don't like it. So I don't know. I may go back to just a standard wallet in my pocket and then put some of the cards that I seldom use, like insurance cards and things like that, which I'm currently keeping in my sling bag, and put those in here. That way, if I do drive off and leave this laying on my desk, not that big a deal. Still using a lot of paper clips just to keep things organized as far as the places in the notebook I need to go, and I have to thumb through a lot of pages. I can just quickly go from one thing to the next. Really like the pocket. I think I have to always have a pocket for receipts, and that's helping me keep track of my spending tracker too, because if I don't have time to log something, I can shove the receipt in there instead of, just shove it into my pocket where it'll get crumpled up and lost. So that's a good thing. Future logs are coming in handy. I always have to have a future log. And I like having all my calendars all in one place and just kind of running concurrently, my monthly spreads, that is. But I forgot that I was doing that, and I actually recreated one when I was setting up September. And as soon as I got September done, I thought, oh, gosh, I've done it again. So I've got 2 Septembers. I've got one back here, and then I've got one up here. Oh well, no big deal. I've just wasted 2 pieces of paper. And still doing the same kind of sloppy tasks and events, and then crossing them out as I go. It's working pretty good. I am halfway through here and gotten about 2.5 months. I could probably get 5 or 6 months out of one of these notebooks, which is pretty good. I'm using my calendar spreads just to keep track of the things that I need to schedule around, the things that are kind of immovable. And then I'm just using my dailies to write down different tasks and events, and using different symbols. So a event or an appointment is an open circle. A task is just a dot. And this arrow means I'm going to migrate this forward, probably to Monday. So I need to get my flu shot on Monday. So when I go back to the office on Monday, I'll set up Monday. I'll carry all these that have these forward arrows into Monday. If I had a backwards arrow on something, let's say like that, that would mean that I've put it back in either a monthly spread or into my future log. And I can deal with that way in advance. I really like the envelope on the back. It's handy for paper clips. I keep a couple of safety pins in there just in case I have a wardrobe malfunction. And some stamps Band-Aids, things that are flat. I've got some white stickers that I can use as kind of whiteout if I needed to. Although with the pencil, I can just erase. And a little bit of cash. This pocket in the back, I'm just keeping some business cards. And then on the back page there, I'm storing some of these really big Post-it notes. Those come in really handy too. That's a really quick flip through of my everyday carry journal and how I am keeping it organized and some of the things that I'm using to keep it organized. Let's take a look at my collection pages. So in order to save space in my little bullet journal, I moved my collection pages out into this bigger Traveler's Company notebook. I think I like this darker leather better than this camel. This is the camel color, and this is the dark brown. This shows up, scratches really easily, but I think it just kind of adds to the character of it. My first collection is cigars and pipe tobaccos. Haven't been smoking much pipe tobacco lately, but I smoke some cigars every now and then. Everything in moderation. I downloaded a flavor wheel here from Holtz Cigars just to kind of help me describe the flavors that I'm tasting. I'm not that expressive of a person, so this is kind of a cheat sheet and kind of helped me to come up with the words to describe what I'm tasting. And of course I'm putting my cigar bands here, and this is more just a collection of cigar bands than it is any real detailed notes on what I am smoking. I think that's a beautiful cigar band. The Arturo Fuentes, those are really beautiful cigar bands. But of course, they're just a band, and it's not worth buying a cigar just for a pretty band. It has to taste good too. Really like these Arturo Fuentes. One of my favorites so far. I've got some factory smokes. I'll take a few notes on those. Monte Cristo White. That's a beautiful band made by my father's cigar. And I have one more here. These cigars are put out by a couple of master masons. And this is the Entered Apprentice. I think that is a more mild cigar. And this is a recent smoke. And this is the Grand Architect. That was a really good full-bodied cigar. So I'll just take some glue and glue that onto the page, and then take my notes about what I'm tasting when I smoke the cigar. Pretty nice band as well. And really good cigars. The construction on these cigars was excellent. So a very well put together cigar. Next, spirits and my reading list. So I am currently sampling some bourbons. Again, everything in moderation. And I downloaded another flavor wheel to go with that. I need to get caught up on my notes, but so far, Elijah Craig, that's my go-to. Bourbon. Wild Turkey, a couple of those, a Long Branch and a Rare Breed, and then a Bullet, which I haven't taken notes on yet. So I don't drink a lot, so I'm not keeping a lot of notes, but I do want to kind of find my bourbon. Right now it is Elijah Craig, but I want to sample a few more and just see if that's what my bourbon is. So after I find my bourbon, I doubt I'll switch to another bourbon. I'll just, and I usually, one a week, one little, 2 fingers or maybe 1 finger of bourbon, and experience the aroma and the taste and, everything in moderation. And the books I have been reading, we've already been through this before, but, The Templars, that was a really good one. Reread Ender's Shadow. That is a spin-off book from the Ender's Game books. This one is about Bean, a kind of a side character, and that was really good. The Regulator, Stephen King, pretty good. Weird, but pretty good. The Nameless series by Dean Koontz. They were okay. They're really short books, so a really quick read. Spirit of the Border by Zane Grey. That's classic. Bridge to Light, Study in Masonic Ritual and Philosophy. Then I reread, and this is probably the 3rd or 4th time I've read them, is Isaac Asimov's robot series. I really enjoy those. Read those first time as a child, as a teenager, and every now and then I'll reread them. Kind of a comfort book. Also The Hobbit. I think I've read The Hobbit maybe 4 or 5 times. And just every few years I'll reread The Hobbit. Those are really good. Right now I am reading the Dexter series. So if you've ever seen the Netflix TV show Dexter, this is the book that inspired those that TV series. And it's a series of about 6 books. I'm into the second one now. So far I have read 11 books this year, or at least I've logged 11 books. And right now I'm really enjoying Dexter. That is going to be a good series. Next is pens and inks, and you've seen a lot of these if you've watched my ink pen video, but I need to catch up on my index. I'm pretty sloppy, but of course my Lamy Safari, which I've had for like 10 years. I've reviewed a Majan Q1. It's a pretty good pen. It's this big moon man. It's a weird pen, but I really like it. I mean, it's chubby, but it's really comfortable to write with. And you get a lot of strange looks when you whip that out and you start writing with it. And I just sampled some ink. I'm not real crazy about this ink either. It's a little too light for me. This is a Hiro Shizuku by Pilot. And this is the Yuyake, or Sunburst, or Sunrise, or Sun something. It looks beautiful in the bottle, but on the paper it's a little hard to read for me. It's pale, but you know, it's interesting. And I have no idea what pen that was. Maybe I was just scribbling, or may have been trying. You know, maybe my Pilot. No, this is a Lamy ink. And I really can't remember. I'll have to go back and look at I should have wrote the pen name on here, so I have no idea what pen I was using. Same here. Wow. Okay. Lesson learned. I need to write the pen down. And this is the Bastion rollerball. This is the bolt action pen, which I really like. This one's in carbon fiber. Bastion sent me this pen to review, and I really appreciate it. It's a really nice pen. Heavy duty. You could really probably pound something with that and it would be okay. It's a really heavy duty pen, and I really like it. And I think that's it. That is my collection pages so far. Really like keeping collection pages. It's kind of a neat thing. Kind of slows you down and forces you to think about whatever it is that you're experiencing. And I like doing it. And I really like collecting cigar bands. Okay, well, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.
And in my next video, we'll look at this. And then in my next video, we'll look at this multi-tool. And in my next video, we'll look at this multi-tool and money clip by Dango. Next video, we'll look at this multi-tool. And then in my next video, we'll look at this money clip multi-tool combo by Dango.